So I thought I'd check in and see how you guys are. It's been a while, I think, since I've done like a personal post, but I hope that everything is going good for you who are watching. And here's where we're at. It's Friday night. Might be Saturday. No, I think it's Friday night. It's 11 o'clock at night. And I just got home from my part time job, but still have a few hours left of work to do for myself. And something really funny came up today. I thought that I would share it with you because I think it could be of great benefit to you as I sit here getting ready to chow down my mega pancake. But it's the issue of how to actually leverage like nutrition and working out to like catapult your life forward. I love to work out. I'm all about nutrition and blah blah blah. That's me, right? Like I'm on like the far end of the curve. But the reason why I do that is not just for aesthetic purpose. It actually helps me to create whatever it is I'm trying to create and to build a business model. I think what a lot of people don't know or maybe have forgotten or just didn't realize is that when I was working, let's say in education and responsible for making educational modules, or we were doing just like little pieces of continuing education or making lectures or practicing and rehearsing lecture, there was so much of it. Like I did a lot of preparation off clock on my own time. But a lot of it actually happened in the gym because I was getting ready for shows at the same time. So I came up with this little system that I would sometimes have like an outline with me while I was working out doing weights. And then other times I would have like maybe a lecture note or, PowerPoint printed out, and I would, be doing my cardio like on the Stairmaster or whatever, like going through all this stuff. And I came up with a really great system that actually helps me to produce at super, super high levels. But it integrates both the nutritional aspect and that actual physical activity. So this is how I'm using it now. And I don't know if this is going to work for you, but depending on what it is that I'm trying to do. So let's say I need to grow a serious set of cojones because I'm going to be prospecting an agency, okay, for like, more consultative, or I want to get my foot in the door and, I want to do some kind of joint ventureship or get in there, to be earning, a higher income level and have a relationship that's working for a long period of time. Depending on who I'm prospecting, sometimes, when you go into a new place, you might be, a little bit, gun shy or intimidated, or you're not really sure, like, how do I word this email or whatnot. What I do is I actually use strength training to put myself in the position of power so that when I'm writing that email or I'm getting ready to make that phone call, like I am certain about who I am and what I bring to the table. Does that make sense? And so you put yourself in that position of power, and that gets communicated through either in the spoken or written or typed word or whatever. And it increases your chances of moving forward, or at least establishing and then grooming relationships so you can see, where the road is going to take you into the future. Does that make sense? The other thing is that when I need to have more of like a little bit of finesse in how to do something, whether I'm putting together like processes or I'm trying to write, more like logical content, if you would, then I do cardio. And that's when, I have like very free thoughts and like things, make a lot of sense. And woo, that's like awesome. I do cardio while I'm handling finances and budgeting and things like that. So that's how I use that. When I need to be like off the wall, like creative, I'm making logos, trying to, make things graphically beautiful, I'm doing my own stuff at this point in time, that's when I actually use yoga. And during that time, I actually also eat chocolate. That helps me to be very creative. It also helps me to replace a lot of the calories that I burn both in the training capacity, but also when you're in that creative mode, you actually, like, your brain like uses so much freaking energy, which is why I'm able to eat mega pancakes that have oatmeal and fruit and stuff in them at 11 o'clock at night, and when I wake up in the morning, like, there's no budge on the scale, and I'm actually leaner and tighter than I was before. So when you find a system that works for you, okay, that's where you always want to begin. Like, operate with what you know actually works. But if you're looking to put in nutrition or exercise, or you're already doing it and you're ready to, like, take your game to the next level, like, leverage the benefits that you get from eating well and working out, because that's going to put you in your position of power, right? It's going to help you with the how-to stuff. It's going to bring you into, like, creative, like, la la land, and it's going to help you to become more efficient and actually more respectful of the limited amount of time that you may have. Okay, hope that you're doing good, and we'll see you soon. Bye.